Alrighty, hello everybody and welcome back to AJ's Game Corner. As y'all know, I'm AJ and I'm continuing with this insane onslaught of Stardew Valley streams because I seem to be like having... I've been consumed by the Stardew Valley gods and I can't escape. There's no evading it. I must complete my perfection run by any means necessary at this point. Let me make sure I have my chat room up and running. We are going to continue. We're into the second half of summer now. And we've got a pretty hefty to-do list that we still got going. So, it's going to be rough. It's going to be worth it, but it's going to be rough. Step number 1, 12,000 gold now. Yeah, no problem. Thank you for the 500 Gs. We don't have any space for anything. I do need to put that there. I need a winter root in here. I think I need a winter root. I'm not even going to worry about it right now. I will sort out other stuff later. Right now, we're going to put that in there and that in there. We're going to go ahead and grab a milk. And we're also going to grab 4 row and I don't know, a horseradish or something. Like, sure, why not? Milk. Just so that that's going. Okay, cool, awesome. No. Alright, we're done with the melons. Let's see here. Sorry, excuse me. Got milk. Great. Hello, let me at it. Nice pun in the name right there. Alright, and let me go ahead and get that out. Oh, there's just no space for it, so okay. I wonder if that actually gives me XP every time, even though I didn't get the item. I wonder if you could use that to, like, get infinite XP in one go. I mean, it's a bit cheaty, but, like, I'm genuinely curious if that's a thing. Okay, so we need to start by getting this stupid octopus. So I'm gonna get my... Alright, I'm not gonna worry about the watering can. I think I left... Pretty sure I left my stuff up at the mine. We're gonna go there first. Oh my gosh! Castillo is a lead in my zombie movie for your great scream and front kick. It's been such a long time. How's it going? It's like, what was that? The 2480 project? 2380? Try to get the numbers right. It was such a long time ago. Hello, Flaze Flame. Sorry, your flip-flop got stuck on the... I'd forgotten about that. Oh, good times, good times. Alrighty. I'm gonna leave this here, and no, I want that still, but I don't need that. I'll take these two back, thank you. Oh my gosh. And I have to go sell that, so let's go back to town. Yeah, 2380 project in 2013 sounds about right. It was outside the was at the pawn shop. No, it would have been 2013, because it was the last year that I was at Akron. No, it might have been 2012, because I graduated in 2013, and then, like... No, was that in 2012 or 2013? Hello, Pierre, I need money, and so I'm gonna sell stuff to you. Alright, time to go after this stupid octopus. You sold your Freddy Krueger comic book because of that? Oh, Vincent's being adorable. Oh, nice. I will collect you later. First, I gotta catch this stupid octopus. How much did they, charge for the use of the pawn shop? That was the start of so many fun things for me. I'm so glad I got involved in that. By the way, I just hit 10k subs. Nice! Congratulations. What? Why did the Freddy Krueger comic book get involved? Because making film projects is expensive, especially when you're self-funded. Because you have to pay for locations, you have to pay for transportation, you have to pay for every single prop that you've got and every bit of makeup that you want to use, all of the camera equipment. Yep. Well, I actually know, like, I'm glad you didn't, like, have to sell it for the money for it. I remember with a different film project we had an Indiegogo going. Well, that was hard to say. And, they spent a ton of money on a prop gun. On some pretty nice prop guns. And, we had a stunt in one scene, and I broke the prop gun. And I was like, you can't even be mad at me for it, because the stunt involved, okay, it was a Hitman fan film, and I was playing a teenage assassin girl, and there was this, a guard that had a gun, and I'm supposed to kick him in the knees, jump up, wrap my leg around his throat, take him down to the ground, and choke him out with my knee. That is the stunt. Okay? And I'd practiced it on, I'd rehearsed this a lot and a lot and a lot, because you know your leg is around somebody's neck as you're falling to the ground. Like, people get very hurt doing that. So we'd rehearsed this for a long time with a stunt coordinator who was like 2 inches taller than me. I get to set that day and find out that they've decided that it's going to look so much better in the film if, instead of using the person I've been practicing with, they found a guy that was like 2 feet taller almost. He was significantly bigger. And so, and they're not thinking that this is going to be any problem because I've rehearsed the stunt. And I'm like, that means I'm going to be like 1.5 feet higher off the ground when I'm doing this. And I've got a crash pad that's that thick and squishes to the ground onto concrete that's only, the pad is only this wide. And so I'm sitting here like, look, I am no longer doing a controlled fall with my leg around somebody's neck. I am now doing a free fall onto concrete where I'm going to land on my back and my back of the head's going to hit the ground with my leg wrapped around somebody's throat. I'm supposed to protect myself, my scene partner, and my prop gun. I had to sacrifice one of those three. I wasn't going to sacrifice myself, wasn't going to sacrifice my scene partner. The prop gun had to take the hit. It's just how it goes. Cheapest director producer. Yep. The real. You see what Caster for a gag? The funniest thing was recording AJ calling 911 on the rotary phone. I thought it was funny when y'all kicked me out of the car because I was supposed to be like driving away in a hurry and it was a manual. And I didn't know how to drive a stick shift. And I darn near killed the engine on the car because I didn't know how to get it started properly and I kept stalling it out. Yeah, I couldn't drive. Which is really funny because I own a stick shift now. And I like it so much better than an automatic. But back then I was like, what is this mess? Ah, yes. Please be an octopus. This does not feel like an octopus. This is much too nice to be an octopus. Ah, well. It was worth a shot. I don't need any of these things. Okay, the question is, will Haley like the rainbow shell? Okay, good. She liked the rainbow shell. I was about to be very upset if I gave her a rainbow shell, and she didn't like it because they're really super expensive, and I could have given it to somebody else. You try to get an octopus? Yes. I'm failing miserably. Can I even get an octopus with this stupid bamboo pole? Do I have to have an upgraded pole for that? Like, because it's not even that I couldn't catch it. I can't get one on the line. Spice Fairy. Hey, Vincent. Hey, Jazz. Hey, Penny. Bus stop, please. can also go in there. I should probably take care of this really quickly. Otherwise I'm gonna forget to, and then I'm gonna come back and everything's gonna die by tomorrow. Had a guy threaten me with a gun for recording in public a few months ago, and the idiot prosecutor asked for a dismissal because he was annoyed that I recorded him in the prosecutor's office. Wow. Why do you, like, he threatened you with a gun and they let him off? Thank you. I will take this as well. Oh, come on. You can give me something better than flipping coal. See, I graduated from law school, and people ask me why I didn't decide to go into law after graduating from law school. I want you to think about all of the interactions you've had with lawyers. And wonder that question. I could not be involved in criminal law. I couldn't. I'd be afraid of, like, I know what my standard of integrity is. I would, if I at any point thought I was prosecuting the wrong person, if I was on the prosecutor side, I would halt the prosecution. There are prosecutors that care more about their prosecution record than they do about right and wrong. I would hope if you're going to prosecute somebody, you would do your absolute best to make sure you're prosecuting the right person. But I would be unable to sleep at night, constantly afraid of what if I really did pick the wrong person. Like, I know I would never continue going. Like, if I thought there was any chance that the person was innocent, I would drop it, but I would always eat at me wondering if I was wrong. And on the other side, like, if I was defending somebody and I knew for darn sure they were guilty, I'm not a good enough person to necessarily be able to provide them the best defense that they're due when I really want them to get the worst punishment they can. Like, so I could never, like, I wouldn't be good as a defender. I was working in a family law office for a bit, and you want to deal with people who, like, can't get their life straight. Like, it's just, there's so much vicarious trauma because you're dealing with all of the pain that other people are going through, and you're not allowed to talk about it to anybody. So you just, like, internalize everybody else's trauma. Like, really the best chance you have is if you're going into business law. And then I like transactional law, because, like, that's when everybody's happy, is when they're building things together and they're planning a good working relationship for the future. But, yeah, it's just, law is... I like contracts. I like looking through contracts and making sure that everything's functioning properly and that everybody's being taken care of, both parties are being taken care of, and that everybody can have a beneficial relationship. I like that. But it's really hard to have work that focuses strictly on that. Most law seems to revolve around conflict, and I prefer the portion of law that revolves around preventing conflict. I was illegally detained in Fremont and have a lawsuit but no attorney. I deal in constitutional law. Yeah. constitutional law is really tough because the interpretation of things have changed so much over the years, and the methods that people use to interpret things have changed. But that's actually originally why I went into law, is because I had so many friends from the acting school that I went to that were just being taken advantage of in contracts, and I thought maybe if I studied law, then I could help my acting and directing buddies steer clear of unfair contracts, or at least notice when things were going to become issues later on down the line. Law is law the way it was written. The problem is, law is written in words, and words are open to interpretation, and the meaning of words change over time, and the situation in which the words were, like, in which the law was written vastly changes over time, so that the original situation that it was applied to is no longer valid. And, like, yes, we can say, well, then we need to rewrite the law, but until then, we need to make sure that people still have protections that make sense while lawmakers get their act together to get, like, it's complicated. But I'm guessing from that statement that you're more of a textualist. Such deep philosophical questions. Yeah, it's yeah. You cannot change the Constitution. No, you're right. The Constitution itself cannot be changed. It's the laws that are written that you have to, like, figure out whether or not they're in line with it or violating it, or whether or not they have any right to be written because it might have been written by a branch of the government that has absolutely no authority to write law on that subject. Ooh. Ghostfish, yay. What can I get rid of? The bat wings are not necessary. The ghostfish is definitely worth more than the bat wings. Ooh, but now I need the slime. I need the slime more than the quartz. Yes, I do. You cannot change the Constitution, just add amendments, yeah. Can't somebody just want to be like Phoenix, right? Yeah. Oh my gosh. Gonna put the cave carrots back because I need that for here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2. Leave you, take you. I'm gonna end up needing, how much slime did I checked? 300 slime, and I did not realize I was gonna need my girlfriend told me to go to sleep. It is, if you're still in Ohio, I mean, it is already 10:30 there. Girlfriend is a cop watcher in the Phoenix area. Oh, so Phoenix, so that's a... Actually, that's where, I have family out that way. Down. Need to drop off my geodes. Need to head back to the bus. And I will spend the last bit of today cleaning up the farm. Oh, I just calculated in between streams. Nickelodeon. In between streams, how much I was gonna need? I need 10,285 wood and 2,155 stone in order to build everything that I need to build just for my ranch portion of the farm. Yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot. Scythe, axe. Oh, slime reference. Ugh. Well, that is from my childhood. Okay, I'm just gonna close this so I can contain you guys a little bit better. Okay. Okay. Just gonna chop down absolutely everything. Murder at the American Sauce and Cream. I wish I had a copy of that. Do you have it online somewhere? By the way? I feel like I used to know how to watch it. Oh, yeah. Right. Have a good night. What is this? Okay. Oh, it's a tree. Okay. No, I don't want to waste it actually this close to 11, so I'm just gonna take this time to clear out this junk at least. Okay. Do you want the link? Yes, I would. I would love that. Starting to question whether studying law in the future because of one game character is a bad decision. My advice, if you want to study law, is before you start studying for law, make sure there's something that you want to do with it. Like, I'm still actually going to be able to use my law degree because I actually added on an MBA degree. So I got the business side to go with it. So I can actually have a business career that makes use of all of the knowledge that I learned in law, especially contract law. Because I really like contract law. I like closing up the loopholes. I like making sure all of the details are taken care of and that nothing's been missed. And I like those positive transactional law. Everybody knows about litigation because when they hear law and they think courtrooms. But, like, transactional law is, like, helping people get their paperwork together to start their businesses, making sure that they have their trademarks, making sure that they have what they need to build and grow things in their lives. It's what I consider the positive side of law, like the thing that you do where you're actually feeling like you're making a positive impact on people's lives and everybody involved tends to be happy. So like if there's something specific that drives you and that you want to do, that's great. But if you're like going into law because you've heard that lawyers make a lot of money, I'd be very careful because first of all, law school is brutal. And second of all, being a lawyer is equally brutal. lawyers, I think they said, have one of the highest substance abuse rates of any profession out there because of all of the internalized trauma, because you take on all of the trauma that your clients experience, but you have strict confidentiality, so you can't talk to anybody about it, so you just have to, like, keep it all bottled up inside while it eats at you. So just, like, make sure if you want to go into law that you know specifically what you want your goals to be. Yeah, on average, lawyers make about $60K a year. It's not as lucrative as it seems, especially when you take into consideration, for people that are setting up their own practice, how much it costs to run a law practice. It is ridiculously expensive. Like, the one lawyer I was working for that ran family law, she made $50K a year, but she spent $25,000 of that just paying for, like, the office and the electricity and the supplies and her, like, occasional interns. So she was only, like, taking home, like, $25K a year. It was, like, when you calculated everything out, because of how expensive it was just to run the business. Like, it's... corporate lawyers make a lot, though. Because it also depends on... Yeah. Lawyers open their mouth at a lot of bars. Great place to learn things. Yeah, it's because lawyers are always at bars. Because they use alcohol to treat themselves. That's why we had bar review. It's where we go to the bar and don't review anything. Hey, my second idea is a civil engineer, so yeah, I'm not worrying too much on the education part. If you want to make a lot of money, if you want to know where in law you can make a ton of money, go get your engineering degree so that you understand all of the engineering stuff, then go to law school and focus on patent law, because patent law specifically needs lawyers who understand engineering stuff. Like, if you understand patent law and engineering, patent lawyers make bank. Patent lawyers make a ton of money. A ton of money. And a lot of them can work from home. Criminal lawyers do not always make the most. That is not true. It depends on... Because you got to think, there's prosecutors, there's public defenders who make absolutely nothing. And there are, like... There are criminal lawyers who, like, exclusively work for the super rich, but they're actually not, like, I wouldn't necessarily... It also depends on what area of criminal law you're in. If you're defending people against petty crimes, if you're defending people against more serious crimes. Public defenders, yeah. Well, here's the thing. Public defenders, often, they get assigned to a case. They don't have any real say or much say in who they're defending. They don't get paid jack, and they get overloaded. So they're given more clients than they realistically have time to take care of. The system is set up in a way that public defenders are always swimming against the current. And even if, like, on the occasion that you get a public defender, like, that's really, really gung-ho about wanting to help their clients, they're gonna get burned out so fast because it's just not possible with, like, the resources that they're given. It's just, like... Wow. Wow, that's messed up. Alright, I cannot remember if I watched the stupid Queen of Sauce episode. Okay, cool. I did. Alright. New day, new me, new attempt at the stupid octopus. Okay. Mingle is civil engineering law is just a tiny side mission. Don't care too much if I don't get it. Yeah. But if you can do patent law... Oh, the other nice thing about patent law is that you're not dealing with... I mean, you still might have the occasional dumb client, but you're not dealing with people whose, like, lives are necessarily falling apart and you're expected to fix them. Okay. Sounds like a James Bond movie. Yeah. Alright. Hey Willie, how's it going? Nice to see you, buddy. You fish over there, I'm just gonna fish over here. I'm gonna get me my octopus. Victory is mine! Victory is mine! It's a beautiful, beautiful day, and victory is mine. Pascal, I've missed you. I've missed you. I'm gonna grow a new baby Pascal as soon as I have a coop with an incubator in it. Oh! Life is good. We're great. All is well in the world. I got my dinosaur egg, my dinosaur egg. All I wanted was my dinosaur egg. That was the worst, that was the hardest part of losing my save file when my computer decided it hated humanity, was I lost my dinosaur. And now I'm going to get my dinosaur back, and that's all I really wanted in life. I'm a bit salty my brother will become a civil engineer first, lol, but no competition. But hey, I wouldn't mind him teaching me sometime. You know, there's advantages and disadvantages of having a sibling in the same career. The disadvantage is that people will inevitably compare where you're at in your career with where they're at in their career. The advantage is if they did it before you, they can teach you and you will have a better chance of getting through all of your education because you'll have somebody who can actually answer your questions, who cares about you as a human being, and isn't also losing their minds trying to go through their own education. I mean, when I was in law school, a lot of my classmates, like, we would try to help each other out, but sometimes we'd be sitting around wanting to help each other out, and we'd be like, so did any of us understand what was said in class today? No. And then it was like blind leading the blind. We're like, okay, so none of us understood this. So the only thing we can all contribute is that we are all at least equally confused. Jewels of the Sea, I will simply sell you. Yes, I will, because I don't need the fishing experience. I'm going to get plenty of fishing experience by fishing. It doesn't have to be raining or anything, does it? Like, you can get an octopus when it's not raining, right? I didn't think it said it had to be raining. My brother started being a 1A auditor before me, but I'm 7,000 subs ahead because he's only had one gun pulled on him. Wow. I will say, I lived in the, well, I didn't live in New York. I lived in New Jersey, but I spent like 90% of my time in New York City because that's where I was going to school. I lived literally right across the river in New Jersey because if you're willing to be on an extra 20-minute bus ride to go across the state lines into New Jersey, you can get an apartment that's twice as big as what you would get in New York City for like $1,000 less a month. Get rid of the bobber there, bottom feeders. Unfortunately, this game doesn't recognize that. Whoa, that is an octopus. No, that was the octopus. That was it. But, from all the time that I spent in Akron and all the time that I spent in New York City, people say a lot of things about New York City. Akron was way worse as far as, like, just being unsafe to walk around by yourself, day or night. To my mother's dismay that she keeps insisting that I should become a doctor, while she's probably slightly pissed that none of her kids followed her profession. Okay, I'm gonna sell things so that I have more space for an octopus. Alright, that's it. I need... the fiberglass rod. We're gonna try. Stayed in New Jersey when working in New York because the train cost $8 and the room was half the cost. Yup. But none of my school friends would visit me. They'd be like, oh, we can't, you live in New Jersey, that's too far away. And I'm like, you just took a 2-hour subway ride to our classmate that lives in the Bronx and you didn't think that was too far away. But there's like a mindset that comes with like crossing the state lines. I hate you, but I will catch you. I mean, I'm glad I caught another one. But it wasn't the fish I was hoping to catch. Akron is top 20 most dangerous cities for a reason. What's it like there? Had a guy charge at me, swinging a sledgehammer over his head, saying he was going to help me. I had a guy threaten me with a hatchet one day. That was fun. Like, how many cities do you live in where you get to say that people threaten you with a hatchet? I remember when I lived in the house right off of campus, I have a karate bow staff, and one of my roommates had a crowbar, one of them had like a baseball bat, one of them just had like a giant 2x4, and we routinely like would hear it like riots starting at the house next door because they always had parties that got out of hand and people would always get violent. And so we just had stations where when we heard certain types of noises, we would just have to station ourselves at the entrances to our house with the weapons. I remember one time my dad was dropping me off and he was like, I don't think this is a good neighborhood you're in. I'm like, oh, it's a lot safer than you think. Everything's fine. And he pointed to the next door neighbors. He's like, well, what's that? I'm like, oh, that's the SWAT team breaking into our neighbor's house. Don't worry about it. Akron, we the joke used to be in Akron that if you saw that a cop had pulled somebody over, it was free reign to commit whatever crime you wanted because there were no other cops in, like, within range. Because every year the crime rates went up, and so they would punish the police department for the crime rates going up by cutting their budget, meaning they had to fire more of their police officers, meaning crime rates kept going up because they had even fewer police officers. And then they were like, oh, they didn't learn their lesson last time, so we'll cut their budget again. And I'm just like, guys, yeah, no, I don't know if it's gotten better or not. Oh, it's 3 p.m. I'm not gonna get anything else from fishing today. But I don't know if it's gotten any better since I moved, but when I lived there. And then the weird part is, if you go enough of a distance from downtown Akron to, like, more of the outskirts of Akron, it suddenly becomes a nice place to live. Like, and you can, like, if I used to bike from the university to my grandmother's house, and, like, you can physically see the barrier where all of the sudden it goes from absolute horror town to, like, oh, this is a decent place. I got jumped by, wow. Yeah. Yeah. If you want to know why you're the enemy of the police, it's because you are a problem that they can handle, and they can't handle the other problems. In Akron. Maybe instead of cutting their budget, maybe solve the root of the problem. No, the root of the... Yeah. There's, Doesn't rain much in summer, does it? I don't know. All I know is that I'm going to hold on to this precious, precious dinosaur egg like my life depends on it. You in there. Oh, I want to sell the book too. You can be sold. And you and you. Cool, excellent. I've got a bigger barn. That is a wonderful thing. Gonna water these as quickly as I can and see if I can still get down another 5 floors in the mine. Because it would be really nice to knock out the mines this season. Or at least this mine this season. So that sounds like a documentary. A young journalist hated by all continues his struggle. Comes to my town and they're going to know me really well. Wow. The prosecutor actually said that. See, people who go into prosecution should go into prosecution because they want to find justice for victims. That is what should be the motivator. It's not often the motivator. A lot of times the motivator is that prosecutors typically have fairly decent job security and make decent money. With decent benefits because they're state employees. But it should be a profession that people go into because they actually care about the victims that they're trying to get justice for. Just like people who go into public defending should go into public defending because they feel that everybody deserves to have proper legal representation even if they can't afford it, so that their rights are protected and that, you know, they have their chance to say their side of the story in court, so that if they are innocent, then they won't be unduly punished, or if there's mitigating circumstances for whatever happened, that will be taken into account for. Those are the mindsets that people should have. Those are the mindsets that people should have when they're going into certain areas of the law. In my opinion. Of course, there's no way that we can, like, test for, like, why are you choosing to pursue this? Like, that's not... It's not something that we can check for. But, like, we had to take... I had to take an oath my first day of law school when I started the program, and I feel like some people had already forgotten that oath by the time they graduated. Yeah. Yeah, I'm sorry. And it's a shame that Akron, is like that. Because I did actually feel like I got a good education at the university. Like, I actually... Not just that they gave me a degree, but that I actually used the information still that I gained in my classes. But it's hard to recommend being a student there if it's not safe to live there. Way down has appeared. Cool. Of course, you put it all the way back at the entrance. Yep. I feel like I had not the greatest of luck today. I was supposed to take an amethyst. No, a spiceberry to Emily. Come on, just let me go down. Just give me one ladder. That's all I want. Just give me a ladder so I can get out of here, so that I can head over home, grab a spiceberry, head to the bar, give the spiceberry to Emily. Ooh, what's this, though? Okay. Know for darn sure that this is useless. Also feel like probably this is not... No, this is not what I wanted. +3 defense. Okay. I'm just going to... I'll leave the bomb here because that's going to help me go down. Leave that there, take this back, and the fishing rod. Anything else? Cool. We're going to go put this in here and this in there. Akron University attacked your business? Really? I do know that I signed a petition because the new president, who is not the president anymore, thankfully, was trying to change the University of Akron to, like, the Akron Pyrotechnic Institute and, like, eliminate all of the departments, and tried to eliminate Bookdale College, and, like, the business school and everything, and we're like, you realize that's where, like, 60% of the students graduated from, right? Spiceberry. Spiceberry, okay. Stop. Emily, I hope you're still at work. Emily, are you please still be at work? Please still be at work, Emily. Emily. No. Alrighty. Well, that is unfortunate. That means that, we will not be getting that 240 gold, which really would have been nice. So we're just gonna hit the hay then. Deluxe worm bin. Nice. A green rain has descended upon the valley. Good news is, it's raining. That means that I don't actually have to do anything. So the weather report. Keep the saloon open all day. Let me double check this. What do I need here? Right, storage bins. Highest quality milk. And duck mail, but I don't have a duck, so for now I'm just going to put that in there. Ancient fruit or star fruit. Oh, I could put my ancient fruit in there. Ancient fruit. No, not presents. Just go in there. I think that will work. I'm going to take the axe out because I know something I need to do today. I'm going to leave these there, though, because I don't want to have them taking up space in my inventory. Actually, no. I will come back for all of this. I need to go fishing. I need to grab my scythe. I'm not going to get anywhere. Wow. Scythe. Got it. Oh my gosh. I'm just going to go fishing for octopus until 1 p.m. Then I'm going to stop by the Star Drop Saloon. And I'm going to assume that everybody's in it. I've never actually... I forgot last time to check out the Star Drop Saloon and be like, hey, how many people are actually taking shelter here? I wonder if businesses are still open or if they didn't open because it's raining. I mean, because it's like the green rain. Just a second. I'm actually going to look it up to make sure. Octopus. To make sure I'm not just like... Ocean Ginger Island in summer and winter. Oh, winter only during the night market. Hello, merperson. Can you help me catch an octopus, please? Just a second. My chat is getting messed up, so I need to fix it. Sometimes YouTube does this thing where it just like exits out my chat for no good reason, and all of a sudden like won't load any messages. So let me go ahead. There we go. Sorry about that. I've used the last of my bait. Well, that's unfortunate. But it says any weather. So... Come on. It says that it's got sinker behavior, but... I don't know that that's true. Feel like if it just had sinker behavior, I would have caught it by now. Come on. Dear game, just give me an octopus. Alright, some bait is better than none, I guess. Come on. Right now. Alright, it's too late. Can't catch it today. Oh my gosh, everything's just tinged with an eerie glow. Alright, I want to see if there's like an event or something if I go into the Stardrop Saloon. Like if there's a cutscene that I missed last time because I didn't check. Wow, everybody's here. Brought medical supplies just in case. Are you alright? We're all wondering what's going on. It's a sign from the Almighty we're doomed. That's right. I hope these weird rains don't bother the fish. It could ruin me life. I've been fishing today. It's fine. Just got off the phone with the governor. Apparently this rain is supposed to be completely harmless, just an unusual phenomenon in nature. Still, some of the pound folks are panicking, which is never good. I saw the weather report last night. It really gave me a scare. Let's not get in a tizzy now. Gus, I propose a round of drinks to settle the nerves. I don't think I've ever set foot in this place. It's actually kind of cozy. It's situations like this where a person's true character is put to the test. It's just rain, my dudes. There must be a meaning behind this. Nature is trying to tell us something. Is anybody else here? Anybody hiding? What's this? Am I trying to break into his safe? Is that what I was just trying to do just now? Is anybody else back here? Okay, so everybody else stayed home, apparently. Wait, any, there is a mission on the board. Hello? Any more of this green rain and my ledger will be red. Yeah, no problem. Anything for money. I mean, for you. Alrighty. Now the next thing I'm gonna do with that. Oh, no, that doesn't go in there. That goes here. Okay. As well sell that and sell that and sell that because I can't sell it elsewhere today. It's unprocessed. I don't need the fishing rod. Did I already take care of my animals today? I don't think I did. So let me go make sure I take care of my animals really quickly. Uyu has 2 hearts. Okay. Just because I actually need that for the community center. Take that out. Okay. Oh my gosh. Where is it? I need the Jack and the Beanstalky thing again. Oh, there's one. Six fiddlehead ferns. Nice. And you will also give me 6 fiddlehead ferns, I believe. And once I get my fiddlehead ferns, I'm skedaddling and going back to cleaning up my farm because actually that is more important. Well, I mean, like, there's extra trees and everything, which is great. But I really only need so many fiddlehead ferns. But there we go. Now I don't have to worry about how fast I get into the secret woods. For that, at least. I still need the morals. But I could get by without the morals for the community center. Awesome. Good times, good times. Give me a milk. Give me both of the roe. And give me... Are pickles a thing that pickles a thing that I could have used? No, I cannot use pickles. So I guess, no, not that. Well, 1, 2, 3. No. Alrighty then, let's continue the chopping. Okay, you do get the same amount of wood from these trees as you would get otherwise. So it's not a substantial benefit, except that there's just lots more trees. Veggie. There we go. Sorry. I'm sorry, what? I don't recall the cave being quite that creepy. I'm not even gonna pick that up. Okay. This seems like the safest way to do this, because I can't even actually see what's in there, so I'm, like, not even sure what item to use. Yes, eat the vegetable medley. Come on, wood. I only need, like, 10,000 wood. I'm gonna keep chopping till like 1 a.m. I just don't want my, I don't want it to go to waste. Okay. Now, of course, I do actually have to get back before I pass out. Come on. I know I was slightly reckless, but it was for a good cause. Gosh, I'm trying so hard not to sneeze. Hey, puppy. Okay, good night. Yes. Yes. Hey, AJ. Oh, wow. Hello. That was a bunch of messages that all popped up at once. So I'm guessing that that means that I'm very behind on my chat because... Wow. Hello, everyone. Are you sure you want to catch an octopus with regular bait and a fiberglass rod? It's what I've got. Summer squash has grown. Thank you. I actually hadn't noticed that, so I will grab that in the morning. Hey, Jay, question if you don't have any asking. You doing okay? Notice you've been streaming a lot lately. I'm doing moderately okay. Ronan's at daycare, so I'm not watching the baby during the day. I've become addicted to Stardew Valley, and it's distracting me from the fact that I am job hunting right now. So, there's that. I just want... I already know you explained why. I just want to check up and make sure everything's okay. I guess I just ain't used to you streaming this much, you know. There's that, and there's also the fact that I haven't, because I've been sick, I haven't been recording videos for my other channel because it's weird, like, I'm a very small part of my gaming streams, so, like, if I'm sniffling or whatnot, I'm less self-conscious about it. But when I'm doing my react videos, like, I'm like 50% of the video, so, like, my face is much bigger, and I'm much more self-conscious about things, like, if I'm sniffling or if I'm coughing, so I haven't felt comfortable recording my reaction videos for the other channel. So I've been doing this kind of instead of that. So I'm hoping to get back to recording soon, because, honestly, I miss my K-dramas, because not recording also means that I can't watch my K-dramas, which is sad. But it has enabled me to get way further on Stardew Valley. Alright, I am going to take, like, a super fast minute-and-a-half break really quick, just because I have to grab more tea for my throat, and I gotta make a super fast bathroom run. But I will be back 120 seconds. I will be back.